I have no clue where this video is going, but. Majority of clips in this video are from April. So that was about a month of skating for me. Now it's August, and from August, April, May, June, July, August. May, June, I did not skate, so that's currently I'm on, I guess, 2 to 3 months of skating. Why am I saying this? Because these clips are really fucking outdated, and not that it's bad or anything, it's just I have nothing to say about them because I forgot most of them, but it's still vital to my progress, so I'll talk about them. I'll go quickly through what was in April, and I'll try to talk about the present more, and about what I've overcome, what I'm overcoming, and what helped me. And the goal of that is to whomever is watching or not watching, so that they can maybe take away something from that and be like, hell yeah, let me try that. First trick I have from my 1 month of skating progress is the caveman. And so the caveman, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's a trick I need to do every day or else I just suck at it, because it's more of a thing where I just get scared and then I get scared and then I don't put both feet on, or I put them on really shittily and then it just doesn't work and then I fall and whatever. So I just think I haven't had to use it a lot. Currently I use the thing where you start running and then you drop your board and then you place your foot as you drop the board, so it's like a run-in, I guess. So I haven't used the caveman a lot, and I feel like if I will use it then I'll get better at it, but it's like currently I'm not using it that much, but it's still a good trick to practice. However, I do have to mention that in these clips, I'm actually pretty good at the caveman, because like in the previous video, or videos I guess, because there's two, I was real bad at it and I'd hesitate and I'd be scared, and it's like, these vids, I'm doing good, and it's like, put me on the board right now and tell me to do a caveman right now. Oof, girl, I'm scared of that shit. But I learned it eventually, just. Next up is the 180, which actually, I mean, it's a matter of practice, everyone says this, but most important thing, just land on your bolts, and when you jump from the bolts. Just both feet on the bolts, no matter fucking what. Otherwise, it'll be real sketchy, you'll get scared. Just try to always be on the bolts. And best thing I did is practice this on grass and then go on the concrete and then just gradually up in the difficulty by I don't know, starting to move and then jump around. But still, when I do 180s while moving, ooh, it's real sketchy and I don't land right and shit, but it's okay, just gotta practice it more. But standing, I feel better with it. But I'm gonna be honest, the biggest difference I have from these clips from April and now is the fact that I've had so much practice, plus 2 practices to I guess basically there's this skateboard school in the area I'm from, and they have professional skaters just teach groups of kids, teens, adults, whatever, how to skate, and they have beginner classes and whatever. So I attended 2 of these classes. They last about an hour and 30 minutes. They teach you how to warm up, how to cool down and that shit, and they just, I don't know, they have you do a bunch of I guess drills. I don't know how to explain it. They just make you simultaneously do a bunch of different things. I don't know, it's cool as fuck, and that actually helped me battle a lot of my fears, including how to drop in, and overall helped alleviate this uncertainty I had when it came to skating. When I'd go to a skate park, I'd look around and I'd be like, what the fuck do I do here? So I wouldn't even go to skate parks, I'd just skate on flat concrete, I don't know. And then after attending some classes and having to spend most of the classes in the skate park, you're like, oh wow, okay, I could do this here, and so now I can actually spend a lot of time just practicing something in a skate park, which is I'm able to say this now, but I wouldn't be able to say this a week ago because I just didn't have any knowledge about this. But yeah, and I think that is what helped me make my board feel lighter enough to just, I don't know, just jump around and do 180s, and yeah. Next section here are power slides. I don't think in these clips I realized what a power slide was, but either way, it's good that I'm practicing this motion of a power slide, because power slides require a lot of speed, I think. I don't know. And I just feel like doing this at such low speeds, that's not a power slide. You're practicing the movement of a power slide, but that's not a power slide, you know? And so I can't classify it currently as one. But it's still good, because now I know how to turn, like, really, like, sharply. But in these clips, I was just practicing that, and I think it's something I got pretty good at, so that's good, you know? But don't get me wrong, I'm not like the professor of skatology or whatever, because I still don't know how to do a power slide, and I don't think I can be, I don't know, that's just not something I think I should be focusing on, because it's way too fucking tricky, and I'm a simple gal. I'm just gonna do, I don't know, I'm just gonna practice my ollies or something, and then I'm gonna think about that. No, because I have like skated at like higher speeds, but they're not that big speeds that I require different types of braking. Like, there's no crazy hills in the country I live in. We literally, like, okay, there are crazy hills, don't get me wrong, but like no one skates on them, and why would I, as a beginner, do that, you know? No thank you. I've seen them shorts, YouTube shorts, whatever, of dudes like skating 100 kilometers per hour and like braking and like having only helmets and like fucking shoulder pads, not shoulder pads, elbow pads. Bitch, that's not my level. That's fucking awesome. That's not me right now. I'm on a different level, a more calm level. I'm zen like that, you know what I mean? Fucking bong the, you know, that's me. Also, while at the topic of power slides, Tic Tacs are something I think are really closely related, and actually they're the next section of the video. But with Tic Tacs, I feel like it's definitely a tricky skill to learn, especially if you are not comfortable with your board and you haven't like skated for long. But I feel like at this point, there's not much to talk about for me. Maybe in April I had a lot to say about Tic Tacs since I was learning them and they were tricky and I actually was progressing in them, but right now it's like, okay, I know how to do Tic Tacs, whatever. So here's a bit of Tic Tacs and a bit of my initial progress, how it looked like, because this video, it's meant to be realistic progress, right? So like, it looks good, but obviously I'm gonna have mistakes because it's not perfect, and it's not, when I say good, I don't mean great. I mean, it's just good. It could be better. That's what I mean. So I have to stay real. I have to show it. And I did struggle with it. I feel like it's a really tricky skill. And I mean, I'm trying to skate switch right now, which means opposite stance. Dude. Oh my god, I don't even want to think about TikTok's writing switch. That's crazy. It's so scary, and I can't do it right. It's so bad. It's like a beginner, like, once again, right? So it's just gotta get fucking comfortable. That's all I'm saying. But I'm good with Tic Tacs now. Sucks that I don't have any clips, but I promise next vid is gonna be clip after clip. Is this a Sneeko reference? I hope not. Next up, fucking ollies. What the fuck? Okay, in my last videos, I was like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna like put any ollie progression because I actually don't have any ollie progression because I suck at ollies. I can't do ollies, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that was until I started practicing it more, and when I went to the skate lesson, the dude was like, yo, you're super close to an ollie, like, keep practicing and you're almost there. I was like, oh, well, okay, and that's it. I'm dead focused on this right now. So I'll show a bit of my initial clips, which were crazy, because at the time when I was doing these, my board felt heavy, and my board felt like a board. Like, my board felt like it was made of wood, you know? Like, I know it's made of wood, but it felt like it was made of wood, like birch, you know, like actual tree. I don't know, and so it was really hard to pop. My board didn't feel light, and whenever I tried to jump, it felt so tiring. You know what I mean? It's just how do people jump with their knees to their face doing an ollie when I can barely like pop? You know? So yeah, that was my initial progress, and it was really hard. It was really tough, and I don't know if it's because I don't have a lot of strength in like my body, or if I wasn't used to my board. But either way, I think both of those played a crucial part in it. Um, in between skating, I did like exercise, like like workouts, like Chloe Ting ab workouts type shit. Nothing big, but that actually helped me build my legs. Plus, I'm an active walker. I walk and ponder and listen to music. I love that. All my friends love that. So my legs got stronger throughout these months, and I definitely think that's something that contributed to my ollie progression. While these clips from April continue on and on and on, I think I want to digress a bit and talk about how skateboarding like physically shows how you're doing mentally, if that makes sense. Because I feel like skating takes so much mental power. Because I feel like a lot of people have this, but they're afraid of being judged, and so starting to skate, oh shit, well, you're gonna be judged by basically everyone, if we think about it realistically, like when you come to a new space, people are gonna be like, oh, who's this, blah blah blah, and they're gonna make some judgments, and to people who aren't skaters, they're gonna be like, oh, what is this, like, this is unusual, blah blah blah, so you're gonna face judgment, right? And it's really hard. So with skating, every time you physically go out and skate, you basically fight the fear of being judged, because you're like, okay, I want to skate though, I don't care what others think or how I look, and maybe that's not true, but that's the mindset you have to have in order to go out and skate. And so I feel like skateboarding literally helps you overcome so many different mental things you have, which is it sounds weird, but it's so true for me personally. For example, after coming out the whole oh my god, people are gonna judge me phase, I mean, it's still present. I think all of our problems are sort of present no matter what. It's just how we deal with them better, right? And so after that, when I started skating, I felt really alone, because I'd skate and I'd try new tricks, but it's like I was lost. I didn't know what to do, where to go, or what trick to practice more, what I'm doing wrong. And so I felt a lot of uncertainty, and I had no one around to be like, hey, this is this or this is that. I had no sense of community, nothing. So loneliness, right? And so it's like, then I started making this. I started making videos because I felt alone, and I don't know, I wanted a sense of community. So I tried building that through making shitty YouTube videos that's no one's gonna watch, but at least it felt like someone is going to if I publish it, you know what I mean? Like, if something's on the internet, it means it's there forever, so that just felt like maybe there's a set of eyes, at least maybe moderators, that have seen this, right? But then after, for example, going to the 2 classes I went, just going at the skate park every other day and seeing the same people over and again, it's like, there's a community there. And then also skating with my friends, like asking them, hey, let's go skate, let's do this. I don't know, it really drags you out of the loneliness that, okay, right now I've talked about loneliness in skating, but of course there's loneliness outside of skating, right? But filling the void in skating makes it much easier on the void that's outside of skating, if you know what I mean. So like, at least one area in my life feels like I belong to, and it's great that this is this hobby I have, right? Yeah. And I guess the last thing I could bring up, which is a bit more niche, but I'm struggling a lot with finding independence, as in I've always been in this controlling environment, which is, I'm getting really personal right now, but and now skating is sort of like an outlet to get out, to not be surrounded by negativity, and just have my own space whenever I want it or how I want it. And currently that's helping me battle this problem, and I feel like that's that. And a lot of people don't talk about how skating is really a mental thing, And I love it. I love how emotional it is. I love how open others are. I love how everyone bonds over like mistakes and like the fact that you took so much time and effort to get into this thing, and to maybe like every other day at least try like maintaining like some kind of skating, or else progress gets worse when you don't do things a long time. But I really love what I'm finding in skateboarding. I really love it. And I really hope that my videos contribute too, even though if no one watches them, I don't really care. But I'm still a beginner, but when I was like beginner, I felt so lonely in the fact that every single trick I see is like semi-perfect and then it's perfect like immediately. But it's like, that's not real. That's not reality. And so I just missed seeing something that was real and authentic. And I hope that that's what I'm providing. I hope that I'm showing that reality is shit. Life's shit. And it's okay. It's really okay. But yeah, have a beautiful day, evening, night, or whatever the fuck. Continue being your authentic self. Continue being yourself. Appreciate yourself. I mean, you got given this body and it's your only fucking shot, so do whatever the fuck you want. It's your own fucking life. Sorry, skating made me a bit passionate. And also about the real stuff I said about like how like dudes do a perfect trick, like one shit half perfect attempt and then perfect attempt, and like wow, blah blah blah, such high expectations. That's everywhere. That's everywhere. Everything you see is not as real as you think. All these successful stories, they're great, but it makes you feel shitty when you hear too much of them. So don't get in your head. Just appreciate your own progress, and yeah. Ja, it's about to fuck. Oh fuck! Let's stop on that skateboard. What the fuck?